I have since been through all of the games and at least half of them are in terrible condition in terms of scratches, so I would not be shocked if CEX won't take them. Hey guys, and welcome back for episode 2 of the free gaming collection series. My name's Darren and this is One More Turn, the channel where we flip, trade and collect anything gaming related. Very busy week to get through, guys. There's a couple of really good trades. At the end of the week I'm going into CEX to see what we can get in vouchers for those buys, and I'm going to see what's on the shelf while we're there. Also, some really good pickups for the collection. So we're going to begin with the first trade of the week. It was a Facebook marketplace buy. They were selling PS4 games for £4 a title. Now we missed out on a Sonic game, which was a bit of a shame, but we did manage to get Jumanji, the video game. This one chucks in for £12. And we also got Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, which chucks in for a tenner. So £22 for the £8 investment, which I'm happy with because we've got quite a lot of cash at the moment in the gaming fund. It'd be nice to convert that to vouchers. I tend to do the same as Retro Rummage and look to treble my money when I am doing that. Now the second trade of the week, we actually need to hurry up and get there now because I think I'm meeting her in an hour. It's completely free. Facebook Marketplace has come good yet again after Christmas. And I think you're going to be surprised how much this could chuck in for at CEX. Okay guys, we've got it. So I'm going to quickly go through everything that's in the bag now. I'm not going to go through the values. We'll do that when I get home because it's starting to get dark. But I really want to see what cables are in here, what controls we've got, if there's any backs missing, if there's any rust at all in the controller compartment. These are all things you've got to think about, but of course this is free of charge, so it's a complete free investment for me. So we've got Wii Sport Resort and Wii Sport. Those go for good money in the cardboard. Skylanders, now that one's not going to go for anything because we haven't actually got any of the figures, which it has to come with. Mario Kart, always a fantastic pickup. We've got Olympic Games, Mario Strikers, both the Harry Potter Lego sets, the two different age groups, Lego Lord of the Rings, Brave, Wario Land for Shake Dimension. Now this one goes for good money. I think about £9 is what it sells for in CX, so I should maybe get £6 trade in. And then Star Wars, another Lego one. So altogether there, the bundle comes to quite decent money, but this is what really matters, guys, because this black Wii can actually go for £30 trade-in if it's complete with everything. Now it's got some scuffs and scratches, which I would expect, so we definitely will only get the discounted price. We've got the official power bank, so that is a good start because it will obviously need that. Now I have got the AV lead, but it's missing by the looks of it. Yeah, it's missing the SCART connection. I don't know if they'll take this without the SCART connection that these three AV leads hook into, so that might write that off completely. We've got a couple of spare cables that don't mean anything. The stand for the Wii. Yeah, unfortunately, there's no motion sensor, so there's a good chance they won't take this at all. In fact, I doubt they will. However, not to worry, because actually we've got two black Wii remotes. Now these go for really good money in CEX. I think it's about £16 or £15. Looking in the compartment itself, it's completely rust free, and they've also, both of these controls, got the Motion Plus bit as well. They go for £2 a piece. We've also got two black nunchucks, they go for £2 a piece. Right, I'm gonna get home, gonna tally all this up, see what we might be looking at, and just investigate the disc, see if there's any concern. So I'll see you back at home. And we're back, but only just, because I got halfway home and had a message from the lady who gave us all the Wii stuff saying, I think we've missed something and it might be important. So I turned around, went all the way back to the house, and it was of course the motion sensor. So that's a good thing. That was the one thing I thought would definitely mean we can't trade in the Wii Black. I have since been through all of the games and at least half of them are in terrible condition in terms of scratches, so I would not be shocked if CEX won't take them. I had it out at, it should be £92.20 in vouchers I got if they accept everything. It'll just be potluck as to who I get when I go to CEX. With it being just after the new year, CEX has not only been rampaged, but it's also very quiet. So we got straight to the front of the queue, and I'm glad to say after 20 minutes, they took everything. Almost all of the Wii. It was only the nunchuck that had the cut-in that they missed off, but because I had an HDMI connector, I didn't realise they actually gave me even more than I thought we were going to get. I had a quick look through the PS5 section, not an awful lot here, and it's all a bit expensive. I did look at getting Ghost of Tsushima, but at 40 odd quid, that's too much. Ghostwire Tokyo I really want, again at 28 it's too much, and I spotted a steelbook, Gotham Knights. CEX tends to sell steelbooks for the same price as standard games, so it's always good to look out for, but it was just a bit on the top end. Likewise, a PS4 title I'd spotted was an Oddworld game. Again, too much at 28, it didn't have its slip sleeve and it didn't have its manual, so I left that one alone. I always tend to look for Bandai Namco titles, NIS America and Square Enix. These A9 type publishers tend to do very well with holding the value, so there's a couple of candidates for me to pick up. I just decided to check eBay and see which might be the best value for money. And we're back. As you could tell, CEX was pretty empty in terms of people and games. There wasn't an awful lot to choose from. We did pick up one title, which we'll go over in a minute, along with all the week's pickups, because we got quite a few nice little items. But first of all, the Wii went for £93.70, the games went for £22, so we have added £115.70 in vouchers to the pot, which is fantastic. We've got great scope there to go spending in CEX when they finally get some stock back in. As for the game I picked up, it's an NIS America title, and it's Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony. This is a visual novel. You play as classmates, and it was brought out in 2017, so I was quite intrigued that it's been around for a good 5, almost 6 years, and yet it's still going out at 18 quid at CEX. Most bigger title games would have dropped well below that by now, and also on eBay it can go for between £20 and £30 depending on which version it is, the day one edition or the standard. Okay, let's move on to the pickups that I got through the week. The first one I'm going to jump straight to because I've not opened it yet. It just came from Vinted and it's in a weird plastic bag. I did say to the chap that I am a collector and I would prefer it if this didn't get damaged, so I'm hoping he's wrapped it well. Yeah, it's very well bubble wrapped, which is a relief. So I'll start with the game because there's 2 pieces to this order. While I open this, we'll talk about the game itself. It's Among Us, the crewmate edition. And this game took the industry by storm. It was an absolute hit and came out of nowhere. It's a bit of a party game, kind of kiddish to be honest. So obviously I didn't buy it really to play myself. Just looking at the condition, because this is what I was a bit concerned about, because I thought I saw a bit of damage in the ad, but it looks perfect. No scratches, no scuffs. You get a nice little hologram font, and here's the game itself. If I open it up, it should have some stickers. Now, he did pre-warn me about this. The really annoying thing, his little daughter took off one of the tiny stickers. So it would be complete if it wasn't for that, because you get that, you also get a nice little map. Now, what really drew my eye with this is it also came with the hardback guidebook. So yeah, I'm not really sure why you'd need a guide, but it's pretty cool. The artwork itself is really stunning. The most important part was actually the price. He had it listed for £15 on Vinted. I offered 12, he accepted. So after postage and insurance, it was £16.19p. I haven't seen it go for less than £25 for quite some time now. And it's £35 in CEX, £23 voucher. So it's an absolute no-brainer. Now the next game that I ordered was also from Vinted and also bought because the price was insane. It is Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. It's a remake of the first 3 games that brought out on the PlayStation. Absolutely insane that we now have PlayStation's cover boy on a Nintendo system, but I got this for £14.75. It goes on CEX for 30 quid, voucher £20, and I haven't seen it anywhere for much less than 20 quid ever. So I had to snap it up as soon as I saw that. She'd have it listed for 15, I offered 11. With all the add-ons, that's why it gets to just below 15. So delighted with that. I'm actually going to give that a try as well, because I did used to like Crash Bandicoot as a kid. And the last Switch game that we picked up was actually from the Game Collection, who are a company in Swansea. They are worth looking at, guys. They're actually the biggest UK online retailer and really great to deal with. Very fast shipping, very cheap prices on some games, which is the case with this one. Most of their stuff's brand new. Just really, really good to deal with. Never let me down once. And it's Ni no Kuni 2. Ni no Kuni 1 did very well. This one has a Metacritic score of 80. I think the first one had something like 83 or 84. So they're decent games. They're quite kiddish in style. Made by Bandai Namco. I've already mentioned that publisher. They hold the value quite well. I got this because if you have a look at the price charting, it started very high and just slowly dripped its way down. I genuinely think with the way the pricing's gone, it's going to stabilise soon. So I thought I'd jump on it now while I can still get a fresh new copy. And yeah, hope that it starts rising in value at some point. $15.95 for any Switch game's great, but for a title that's a Bandai title, very well known, it's an action RPG, I think we've done quite well there. And then the last parcel we're opening is actually a PlayStation 5 game. Been trying to add more of these, as I've mentioned, to my collection. It's been pretty difficult. It's another rare title. This one is from Jandu Soft Games, one I've never heard of in my life, and it's Exodemon. I'd be surprised if too many of you have heard of this game. It's a very retro 90s style shooter, very fast paced, and yeah, it just looks like a load of fun to play. It only cost $9.99. Now, you can find it in places for 12 quid on eBay, which is where I got it from, on offer at $9.99, but most places are over 15 quid for this. It's not even in CEX yet, and it had a limited print run, which is one of the reasons why I bought it, because I think it could be one of those games where there aren't many copies of them in the future. And that about does it for this week's episode, guys. We'll do a quick update on all of the numbers. So the cash profit stands at £145.68. I'm hoping that is going to get added to and fund a massive shopping spree I'm about to do in the next episode, but you'll have to wait for that. Vouchers are at £145.78. Again, they should be getting added to, and the collection value now stands at £5,375 and some pennies. So all going swimmingly. Some really nice pickups this week. Lots of really good sales, and I will catch you all with episode 3 shortly. See you later, guys.